What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today, like the video either before or after this video, go and watch it out if you haven't watched it already. You'll like it. But welcome back to Differentials. I missed last week because I was a bit too busy and a bit too tired. I decided, you know what, I've got to stop trying to force these videos out, because at the time I really wasn't enjoying it because I was, bogged down with loads of other stuff to do. So, alas, it didn't happen. It's back this week. I've got 5 rather tasty looking differentials, some risky that could reap big rewards. We're going to start off, not with the goalkeepers, I haven't got the goalkeepers again, but with defenders. We're going to start off with a really interesting one. It's a differential for a few key reasons. I think it's Nathan Ake is the first one, and he's really, really interesting because he's played in the last 2 games for Bournemouth, albeit, yes, he scored a goal against Stoke, grabbed a clean sheet. I didn't think they'd get a clean sheet in that one, but then they also lost to Arsenal, so it didn't go too well that one. But he's £4.2 million, and hopefully, because I really do like Nathan Ake, he can establish a spot in the first team. Now, this is a big risk because I don't know who. Charlie Daniels is coming back. He missed last game, but he played when Charlie Daniels was also playing, so it'll be interesting to see if he can keep his spot, because I feel like he's a decent defender. Conceding 3 goals against Arsenal, there's nothing wrong with it. But Nathan Ake, £4.2 million in a shaky defence, but he'll be playing, could be the new Jordi Amat, and I think it is well worth a risk. Now, next up, we've got Cedric Suarez, but known as Cedric. He's a defender coming in at £4.9 million, Southampton based, and selected by just looking at my stats, 1.6% of people. Now, Southampton, admittedly, they've been decent this season, been pretty good compared to what people were saying. Oh, I stuck by him, by the way, but to a point, they haven't got many clean sheets as we thought. I mean, looking back, the last 2 games have been clean sheets, 0-0 and a 1-0. Besides that, you have to look back at Swansea and West Ham with 2 consecutive clean sheets that he played in. That is, he also got the Leicester one, but he didn't play in that one. But he comes in now, and you look at the run of fixtures they have. In the next 5, they've got Palace, Middlesbrough, Stoke, Bournemouth, and then Spurs. And after that, West Brom, Everton, Burnley, then Leicester, Swansea, West Ham, Sunderland. They're a good-looking fixture list of games, and it's a chance where you could really see Southampton, like they did last season, get 5 or 6 clean sheets in a row, and that means Cedric is a point-scoring phenomenon, and I think he's definitely worth bringing into your team. Moving on, our next player plays in the midfield. He's a midfield-based player on FPL, and he plays for Chelsea and for Spain, and Pedro is his name-o. If you don't watch 4 Fortunes, you'll won't know what that is, but Pedro, apparently Pedro Rodriguez Ledesma, but Pedro to us has a tough fixture in Man City. Now, I'm not saying bring him in because City are going to get wiped apart. The games after that: West Brom at home, Sunderland away, Palace away, Bournemouth at home, Stoke at home. Those are 5 really tasty-looking games. Get in there now. I mean, he could do something magical in the City game and really sort of spike his interest up by FPL players. If you haven't got the 3 Chelsea players, I've got Alonso, Costa and Hazard. If you haven't got the 3 Chelsea players off any 3 Chelsea players, and you've still got space for at least one more, Pedro I think is definitely one you should be looking at. Another midfielder I think you should be looking at, I just realised I've probably done that for everyone. Another midfielder you should be looking at is Phillips. Matt Phillips comes in at a whopping £5.3 million, selected by 4.0% of people. Just played 4 point, I'm so used to it. 4% of people, 4.0. And his fixture, Watford coming up. He's had a decent last few games. 3 assists and 2 goals in the last 3 game weeks. That's not too bad for a player that only picked up 2 before that, 2 assists that is, and he's got a tough few games coming up. He's got Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea all in the next 5, but the games where he's not playing, he really could be vital. I've seen at the weekend he grabbed the only assist to the only goal in that game, so I think he could even make the difference in the big games, and for £5.3 million he's a really good cheap option. And lastly, I'd like to say sound the sirens of the risk alert, because this one is probably the biggest risk on there. It's a player who hasn't actually made a start all season, and it's Divock Origi. Now, why am I saying Divock Origi? He hasn't made a start all season. Yeah, he grabbed a goal against Sunderland, but it's Sunderland. Anyone can do that, well, if they decide to, try and attack, that is. But Divock Origi, why am I saying bring him in? Well, Coutinho, unfortunately, got injured, and he's out until mid-January. So that means there's a spot in the attacking line open. Now, admittedly, if everyone is fit and Lallana, let's say, is fit, they could probably move Henderson, Lallana, and move maybe Wijnaldum further forward, or Lallana further forward, and keep Wijnaldum back. But, and just Sturridge isn't going to work, so why not bring Divock Origi in? Up front, Firmino one side, or maybe Divock Origi one side, Firmino in the centre, Mane the other. I think he's got a real good chance. Like, it's a risk because I don't know if he's going to play or not. I don't know if he's going to start or not. He can make an impact off the bench, yeah, but I don't know if he's going to start or not. The next 5 games are tasty. Bournemouth, West Ham, Middlesbrough, Everton and Stoke in the next 5. I think, you know, if you're looking for a real big differential risk, I think he's definitely one to consider. And that is that for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. And who are you bringing in that's a bit of a differential? Have you got any differentials that you think this is the week they are going to chum up? Have you brought a differential in the past and thought, now I'm reaping the rewards of it because everyone else owns him, but I had him when he was real good and cheap? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. Check out my other video I released today. And, it's a big long episode. I'm really hungry, but peace. Don't know why I sound really hungry. That doesn't really relate to the video. But I am hungry though. Fancy pizza, I think. Pizza, bacon sandwich, fry up. Yeah, you're probably, you know, if you're still listening to this, then credit to you. Put a smiley face in the comments, I don't know. Get a pizza yourself, maybe. I'm not too sure. I really fancy pizza now.